Nighthawk here of Team Hawk Airsoft, and today we won't be reviewing a gun, not equipment, but a gun accessory. Now this is the MP5 H&K low profile scope mount crafted cleverly by NC Star. Since it is a low profile mount, this typically means, this is just an example, that when you attach it onto your rifle, basically, if it's lower than usual, you can put your head close to the gun and it's close to the barrel, so it's as accurate as possible. Another advantage of low profile is that, for example, if it were a high profile, the optic that you were to mount on it would be higher up. Not only does that make it no longer as much accurate as low profile like this one, but it also means that if you're peeking on a corner or peeking above cover, you're going to need to, the optic is going to be higher than if you were peeking over. Because remember, your barrel obviously needs to be over your cover. So if the optic is going to be higher than usual with the high profile mount, your head needs to be higher, thus exposing you more and making yourself a bigger target. So low profile, such as this mount, is definitely an advantage. Now, what this mount comes with, obviously comes in its little handy dandy box, which fits it perfectly. And it also comes with two things that secure it onto the other side of the gun. One side hooks, the other side slides on, and then you put this on the other side and you screw it in with the two screws that come with it. Everything comes with it. The mount, the two clamps that go on the other side, and also the two screws. Now, a big disadvantage about this particular mount is that it is not compatible with a lot of guns, a lot of MP5 style AEGs. And also, a gun for this example, this mount and this gun are actually not compatible. And the only reason it was able to fit on was because I had to actually, you can see this right here, I actually had to take a metal sander and I had to sand down the entire back one and most of the entire front one, so that way it was able to slide on. Because otherwise, you see this slot right here? That is supposed to be on the front notch, and that is what prevents it from sliding back and forth. So I couldn't obviously take that one off completely. But the back one, however, you do need to take off completely, because otherwise it would go on only halfway right around right here, and you would not be able to get it on even by forcing it. I was not about to force it because I could have cracked the metal, and then obviously I just wasted a good gun. So what you need to do, this will basically work for all AEGs as long as you're willing to sand down the top part. Even the top part really has no function in the actual gun. So if you're willing to sand it down, this is 100% compatible with every single gun. But if you're not willing to sand it down, you definitely want to make sure it is compatible before you purchase it. This mount I purchased, I forget where, for about $15 to $20 depending on where you get it. I know for a fact they have it on all three websites, evike.com, airsoftgi.com, and also airsoftnextdoor.com. Again, very reliable site, nice little optic mount so you can put anything on it that you want. Red dot sight, just a little comparison. This is a standard sized NC Star red dot sight optic. It takes up, I'm putting it as far back as possible while still being on the rail. It would be around here, which takes up roughly 2/5 of the rail. So typically speaking, you can probably fit another dot sight here, but then again, why would you want it? So it is a nice long rail that will fit onto the side. How do you do? Slap it on, put the lugs on, screw them on, you're done. Optic, put it on, screw that on, you're good to go. All you gotta do is zero in your optic, and it's a perfect little mount that you got there. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped. See you next time.